wherein after Wagner Group's unrest threat in Moscow, Ukraine President Zelensky has spoken to the US President Joe Biden, and he has tweeted, and I quote, "a positive and inspiring conversation. We discussed the course of hostilities and the processes taking place in Russia. The world must put pressure on Russia until international order is restored. I thank the President of the United States for the unflagging support. It is important to further increase capabilities to protect our skies. In this context, I also thanked him for the support of the fighter jet coalition." So this is the particular update that we are getting in with regards to the Wagner Group unrest that had taken place in Moscow. And we have Abhishek Jha joining us on this broadcast. Abhishek, a very good morning to you. Well, a lot has happened in Russia. A lot of power politics been played in Russia during the last 24 hours and more. But how are we to look at the Russia-Ukraine conflict right now, if we are to comment on that? Because we see that Ukraine's president has spoken to the US President Joe Biden. How is this going to play out? Because Russian president's stance seems to have been questioned. His power has been questioned after this particular mutiny that took place in Moscow.
Well, it is kind of, the situation continues to be very fluid in Russia, where we have seen that mutiny was somehow suppressed. There were negotiations, and now it is believed that Wagner Group chief President has gone to Belarus now, and the army, the troops who were out marching towards Moscow, they have also gone back to their respective camps. So in Russia, the situation seems pretty much normal. The day-to-day life has started normally. Monday still continues to be a holiday because in Moscow it was mayor has announced that Monday will remain a non-working day. But in this hour of latest developments, the world leaders have also tried to talk out with each other. The Russian president had talked with his Turkish counterpart. Then Lavrov talked with Lavrov, foreign minister of Russia, also talked with Iran. So Russians also talked with their peers and their friends. And meanwhile, we have also seen Zelensky, the Ukrainian president, also being in touch with many of his supporters and peers. He had a talk with U.S. President Joe Biden, where he thanked him for his support amidst the hostilities that Ukraine is facing from Russia, and also how can Russia be coerced to a situation where the war should end. The Zelensky has also spoken to Prime Minister of Canada, Trudeau, and the President of Poland, Andrzej Duda. And they discussed further strengthening the Ukrainian troops and the long-range needs that the Ukrainian side is currently having. The situation remains very unstable between Russia and Ukraine, where the fighting is still on. The Russian troops are fighting with the Ukrainian troops to capture more territory. Meanwhile, this international support continues to be, especially led by NATO and USA on the side of Zelensky.